Hello everyone, this is Police Gear Nut. Today we're going to be talking kind of about my duty bag and what I put in it, why I use it, and what exactly I do. So we're going to kind of go over the bag itself first. This is kind of two pieces. First piece is my actual duty bag. Second one is my little active shooter kit. Typically I will have it attached to my duty bag itself. I'll go over it a little bit quick before we go over the actual duty bag itself. I'm going to go over it quick. This is a whole nother episode, whole nother thing that I get to talk about, but really it's just got my medical bag, tourniquet, extra mags, knife, and just a few other things. So again, it's something to talk about at a later time, but it is part of my duty bag. Every time that I go in my squad car, this is what I put in it as well. So for the meantime, we'll kind of set that off to the side. We're going to be talking more specifically about the duty bag itself. So first, we're going to talk about who makes it and everything. So this is made by Galls. I don't know exactly what it's called. It's the Galls duty bag. Pretty much what's set across other ones like the 511 or who's another one that makes it. I used to have an HWI that I also had, but at the end of the day, I really like this one, mostly because of two things. The inside structure was set up pretty well. It had these little outside pockets I wanted. It didn't really have like a water bottle pouch that a lot of them have that I really don't need because I have a cup holder in the car, so why would I need that? So it kind of got rid of a lot of things that save more space, that I could put other things in it that I would have in other spaces, and it also has all these MOLLE accessories that you can customize it however you want. So that's what I like. I like having a ability to customize it and put my needs ahead of what the actual manufacturer does. And Galls did a really good job on this bag specifically. They're the only one that I've really seen besides one of the 511 ones, but I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head. But it's about $80 to $90 depending on where you get it. This one I believe was about $40 to $50, maybe $60 depending on where you get it from. But I've been very, very happy with it. The main thing that I really liked, obviously, is the setup, the MOLLE, and then they also did have this nice little Velcro patch that goes across the little loop. I did put a little bit extra on there with some heavy-duty stuff, but other than that, it really is the reason why I went with it. So what I did, as far as patches, because I'm sure you're interested, just got a little American flag, a little Armor Express, where I have my carrier from, my external carrier. I do have my little Police Gear Nut patch. It's not my actual patch that I wear for my department, but it was just made for me for this channel in my Instagram. What else I have is my IR reflective patch that I wore on my uniform when I was deployed overseas in Afghanistan. I also have PVC patch from 09 Holsters, a great company for external duty vest gear or just duty gear in general. Shield box, really awesome monthly subscription box. My little USAF patch, and T-Rex Arms, little T-Rex. So really good with their sidecar holsters, what I have, and a whole bunch of other stuff. So all really great companies, and I'm happy to, they give me them, and I'm happy to rep them. So okay, that's kind of what the outside is. I'm going to go over a little bit on the MOLLE. So on this little section, we have 11 MOLLE, 1, 2, 3, so on and so forth down. So you have 11 there, and then it goes 3. So it's MOLLE space MOLLE space MOLLE. So that's kind of what you have if you're kind of looking at it. But what I have, I'll kind of start from left to right. How this is really set up is when it's in my squad car, this is in my passenger side seat. This little guy is flipped up and against the backrest of the passenger side seat, and I am obviously sitting in that direction on the driver's side seat. So most of my stuff is priority is on this side, and stuff that I don't use quite as much is going to be on that side. So or stuff that I have time to grab and go around the car and grab it, or reach over and grab it, or whatever. But most of my stuff that I'm going to use most often or in a hurry, when it's more of a 33 emergency issue, it's going to go over here. So starting from over on this side at least, you do have like also with the 11 things of MOLLE, you do have like these little half ones, which I just kind of put grim locks on. And over here I just really have some extra carabiners, so I have those. Next to it is a Condor admin pouch. It's really nice. It has another little patch. It's got a little Wisconsin thin blue line. This one also does have a U.S. thin blue line flag on there. In this, it does a little flip open. I carry some stickers for adults and children alike. Everyone loves stickers. There's also another little one. I don't really put anything in it. They also have a little magazine pouch or utility pouch, whatever you want to call it. What I keep in it is my Leatherman Wingman. So it's just another little multi-tool that I keep in there. I haven't had to use it too much. I have used it once or twice, but not too much. I do also have a little CRKT M something. Again, they have so many little different models. This one is the M1601S or 07S, something like that. Looks like 01S. Either way, it's a little Carson Design CRKT little frame lock knife. I really like it. I don't really use it too much. I carry a Kershaw on me. But it's there, and I keep it there. So I also have a little section. It's got a little elastic part for putting I put a Sharpie in there but anything really you can put in there. I also do have a little section. I'm not going to show you what my department is, but it does have little junior deputy badges that I have in there. So that's kind of my one. Again, I don't really need it in a hurry, but it is there. And I have it there ready to use. But in this middle pouch, it's really just a really basic MOLLE utility pouch, some Chinese manufacturer kind of thing. It's about the same dimensions of a mini Condor medical rip-away pouch, not their large size. It's about the same size. It doesn't have that that rip-away Velcro that they have on the back, but I don't really need it. I'm not going to rip this out or anything. But what I keep in here, it's two little things I'm not going to show you, but are what we give for accidents and my own business card. So if I ever have to give that to anyone out and I don't have it in my vest and I just need extra, this is where I keep it, is in this one. Also inside is kind of where I keep my extra rounds. I carry 40 cal for my Smith & Wesson M&P 40. So if I ever have to dispatch a deer, or if I actually have to use my handgun on duty for not an actual officer-involved shooting or something like that, this is where I'd keep extra rounds if I just expend one to dispatch a deer during an accident or anything like that. So I can just replace the round automatically. So I also do have in here, it's a little 10-round PMag with a little grabby handle. It's for my 5.56 rounds for a rifle inside the patrol car. Again, it's kind of, that's so I can replace it right away if I have to use it for whatever reason, or if we chamber around. Our policy is if you chamber around, you have to replace it with a new unchambered round. So that's mostly it, so I can put it there, and then I can just replace my stash with the Armory's stash back at the sheriff's office when I can. So that's pretty much it. I also do carry a little rat's tourniquet. Not the best tourniquet to keep on my person, but I do really enjoy it to have it. Again, it's very thin. It's not wide like the soft T wide or the cat, which is what I actually carry, those two tourniquets. But it is good. It's for smaller limbs, children, something like that. It could be more beneficial. It's a tourniquet. It might do the job, but it's not going to be quite as good, in my opinion, as a CAT or a soft T or other ones that have already been accepted by the TCC or TCCC or Tech or anything like that, Tactical EMS, anything. So it's more like I have it for an extra tourniquet. I used to carry it on my person, and then I found that you can make do with a soft T or a cat in about the same space. Maybe not the cat, but the soft T can still be pretty small. So I keep it there. Don't really use it. I used to, but I don't really use it on my person anymore. So like I said, as I keep going this way, it's going to be more poignant stuff that I'm going to use more often. Next thing I do have is a little Asp Triad, and the Asp Triad little case. It's a nice little flashlight. It was my original one that I used to carry on me. However, again, then I got the Streamlight DS HL, and I like that a little bit more. This is kind of nice because it takes CR123 batteries, so it's not going to die on me quite as much. But it is nice that it is a secondary option in case I forget to charge my Streamlight. So this is a nice little one. It just fits in my Streamlight pouch well, but not great. But it does have a little lock button, so you can't just randomly flash it. It has a constant on and a intermittent on. So that's kind of what it has for those. I really like it. I like Asp stuff. It's made in Wisconsin. So at the end of the day, I really like this Wisconsin-based company, and Asp in general is just one of my top brands that I'll always go with. So kind of speaking on Asp, I also do have their Asp Flex Cuffs. I'm not going to take it out because it takes forever to put it back in. But I really just keep it there. I don't keep flex cuffs on my person unless I think I'm going to have to arrest multiple people. That my 2 pairs of handcuffs I keep on me, again, ASP handcuffs. If I don't think I need more and the people that are going to be there with me are not going to have enough, I might grab this little guy. But otherwise, I'm just going to keep it right there. Other than that, I do have a little Condor Open M4 mag pouch. I don't use it for my my actual magazines. Instead, I actually keep my, I believe it's a Philips, something like that. Yeah, it's a little Philips digital recorder. It's what's issued to me at the sheriff's office. I really like it. Works really well. But that just kind of gets kept in there. It is actually a very good fit. If you have this recorder or any recorder, a little open top M4 mag pouch actually works really, really well for it. So I highly suggest it, no matter what. But that's pretty much what that is. I also do have a little 511 handcuff pouch. A little bit of a story time. So I don't keep this on my person on my external vest. I do not carry this type. It's just an open top. It's kept together with Velcro. It's double cuffs. I don't carry this on me for one reason, and that was we had a chase, a pursuit, and the guy hopped out of the vehicle. We kind of had him on the ground, and one of my partners, he was going to go to handcuff the guy, and he flipped this open and kind of did what that did right there, and it just kind of popped out. He had a lot of adrenaline, and that's the worst time for something like this to fail, is when you're wrestling with somebody, and that's what happened. Is they popped out, they flew way farther away than he could get to them, and so then I had to handcuff him instead. So I stopped. He used that. I wasn't even using this ever, just because, one, I didn't like the look, but that was pretty much the nail in the coffin, is that I was never going to use this, and I suggest no one uses it. Sorry, 511, but it's just, it is no good to me if you can't get to it at a very vital point in time. So inside, I just carry my old ASP cuffs. It's the first gen. It's the polymer with the steel, or just the metal frame on the double strand. I do like them. However, I have gotten the Ultra cuffs since. The main reason is it does this, or I can barely put any pressure onto it, and the actual strand itself will do that. I'm not a big fan of it. It's been difficult for me. Luckily, it wasn't a high stress situation like I was talking about before, but it was annoying and made me want to get the Ultra cuffs. Spend a little bit more. I suggest the aluminum bow. It's going to be their better ones. These were, again, their very first ASP handcuffs that they made, or at least the ones that were more publicly available, and I like ASP, but that one was not as good. I still keep them. They still do the job, but I don't want them if it's going to be high stress and I need to handcuff someone right away. The other one that I do have is some Smith & Wesson Model 100s. They've just got little ZAK tool, ZAK tool, wrist, I don't know how to really do, wrist shorteners. I don't really know how else to say it. I know they've got a specific one, but it's mostly for people with really small wrists. You can obviously extend this a little bit more. You can't ratchet them because they kind of stop right here, but they still do a really good job. Again, one time I really had to use them was for a female with really small wrists that always tried to slip people's cuffs. She tried to slip those cuffs when I put it on her, and it didn't work. So, in my book, works really well. So, again, kind of done with this. Going on to this, since I'm sitting over on the driver's seat, I can move this over. What I like having right away is if I'm on a crash, I can just pull this really quick. I can pull on the little zipper pull, and then it gives me my my traffic vest. I have this nice long zipper pull for my external vest. I like so I can zip it up all the way, but I have a nice big pull that I can pull down if I need to access my mags or my handcuffs or anything like that. So I really like this one. I suggest if you have an external vest, I suggest you get some paracord and tie up one of these guys. That's so you have a nice ability to unzip it really quick to get all of your tools. So I also do have what I use a lot, hand sanitizer. Really good stuff. Applause. Gel antiseptic. Either way, it's amazing stuff. I use it more than we have to. We buy it in bulk for the sheriff's office because we go over it so much. Other than that, I just have some extra pens. So that's pretty much all I got there. On the other side, let's see what we have. On this side, just have some extra gloves. I carry gloves on me, but some extras. I also do have a face mask by SA. This is a little logo, but it's just a little thin blue line face mask for wintertime. I think that's it, besides this guy. But this is pretty much my little first aid kit. It has Narcan in there as well. But it's really just got some gloves for your ouchies and boo-boos and everything like that in between. So if I have to grab Narcan, I carry Narcan for me in my pouch, in my side pocket on my pants. However, I carry this little Narcan for other people. So that's what that's for. And then that's kind of it for the outside. I do also have a little soft shell jacket that's high vis. That's my wintertime coat. When I switch it out, probably more for a brown, just my regular brown one. During the summertime, I really don't use that much, but this is for when I'm constantly out for accidents and everything during the wintertime, because we're just constantly out there. So let's see what else I have. Ugh. So going inside, it's kind of broken into two parts, or I guess four. This back part, which is usually open when I'm in my car. This is laying against the backrest for the actual, I'm going to move this up a little bit. This is actually on the backrest of the passenger side seat, and this will actually, my trauma kit will drape over it, and it sits right around there. So what I have here is, inside it's just got a whole bunch more pens, my Milwaukee Brewers flag, go Brew Crew. I've got also just a little Right in the Rain, Wisconsin criminal laws, traffic laws, and a little extra OWI notebook through the Wisconsin DOT. So I just have little extras in there in case I need it. I don't really have to use it too much. That's what I have. I also do have this little strap. This strap is really made for going around the headrest up top on the passenger side. However, I don't really use it for that since I just have it laying there. So I don't really use that too much. Over in here, I'm not going to really go into it because I don't really feel like getting it out, but I do have extra batteries for my radio. I have two extra ones. They're always charged. And I also have my Streamlight charger in case I can just plug that into my car. Over in this one, it's mostly just not my medical stuff, but my ibuprofen in case I get a little headache, because that's rough. Otherwise, I also do have some contact lenses, extra ones in case my actual contacts go buggy on me, and extra charger for my phone. So that's pretty much what I have there. Oh, an extra change in case I ever get some change on me. So that's pretty much what I have in there. Kind of go over this back one. This is a lot of evidence-y sort of type stuff, but what I have in here is, this is really just extra. This has got all my stickers and stuff, but it's got extra pens, extra markers, stuff like that in there. So that's what I keep in there. I also have some extra paper clips and binder clips. I use these a lot. In case we ever have needles or anything like that, I keep 3 extra little needle biohazard containment things, just so I don't get stabbed or when I dispose of them, just so they have somewhere safe to be. I don't know what this is. That looks like a business card that apparently I did. This is a little scale. This is again more for evidence stuff, but it's just some cheap little guy, just a little digital scale. Doesn't like it because it's kind of cold right now, so yeah, it doesn't like to work when it's cold, so I kind of have to warm it up typically. So that's the little guy, just for measuring weights for drugs or anything like that, just so we can kind of get an idea on the field. Other than that, our county, most of our deputies are also, let's see, what is it? Most of our deputies are also, I can't remember the word for notary publics, for if we have to do a warrant or anything like that, a blood draw warrant for OWIs. That's mostly what it's used for, or for affidavits for probable cause. But that's pretty much what I use there. Let's see, the last little thing that I have is, this is just an extra earpiece for my radio, and a little clip for my radio if I wanted to put it on my belt. But this is mostly just a little extra stuff in case mine gets water in the little acoustic tube, anything like that, but I keep little extra ones in there. So continuing on the evidence train, I also do have a little RZ mask. They're a nice little carbon fiber mask. It's not perfect for particulates. It's not super fine, but it is a lot. It's really a lot for a lot of carpenters use it and everything like that. It's really awesome. Breathe safe. It's a really good company in my opinion, and it's actually a pretty good product. So if I'm ever searching cars or if I'm doing drug ID work, and I'll kind of talk about that in a little bit with the next thing. If I'm doing it in the lab, I'll bring this with me, take this out of my bag, go upstairs, do the preliminary testing for drugs. I'll throw this on real quick and go from there. But the next thing, which I personally love, my favorite thing, is I made this all myself. I'm very proud of it. But it's got all these. It's pretty much all my different agents: Scott reagent, Marquis, Ducanoy-Levine, really big one for THC and marijuana and stuff like that. It's got everything in there: cocaine wipes, can reagents for synthetic cannabinoids, everything like that. Got some distilled water, a little thing for picking up little buds or whatever it is. I've got some Q-tips, broken out Q-tips that I can use to take them out. But pretty much it's got all that. It also gives me all of my times that you have to keep it. Like for the first ampule, we'll go specific on Ducanoy-Levine. It's 60-10-10, but it's kind of nice. It's on the back. I just need to remember which one it is. Look on the back, and it also gives me all of my instructions on how many times it should be. I'm very happy with this. I'm very proud of it. It took me a solid an hour, 2 hours. Either way, I'm very happy with it. It's a little Plano case, but these things fit the little these little drug tests super nicely. So I've been very happy with these little narco pouch ones. So I keep that in there for using on the street. This one has my name on it. Really, it's just got my sheriff. It's just another little binder. I keep another binder on me that I usually keep all my other stuff in there. Inside here, I think I've got like a little Faraday bag. It's pretty much a one-time use, but keep it in there in case, pretty much to use against making sure signals don't go back to phones or tablets or anything like that. That one's got my name on it, so I'm not going to show you that too much. Other than that, I've just got some little stickers for courtesy tags, and I just kind of keep little stickers from across Wisconsin from people I get it. I also have my little DAT use of force guidelines there as well, so that's what I kind of keep in there. Other than that, I have all these bad boys. Just a whole bunch. Oh, I've got a little legal notepad, just little folders so I can kind of keep my documents separated. And then this is actually really nice. I didn't even remember putting this in here, but it's another little clipboard. This is just a map of my county, so that's where that goes. We also have all in here is my county ordinances and everything like that in paper form. I'm one of the few Spanish-speaking deputies, so I have a whole bunch of Spanish-speaking material and documents and all sorts of statement forms. This is all in Spanish, so that was pretty useful because I get called on a lot for that. So let's see, that's a whole bunch of other forms and another little booklet for my agency. Otherwise, in this big bad boy is all my extra paperwork and everything that I need: citation, payment info, crime victim information forms, miscellaneous pamphlets, consent to search, non-consent, door hangers in case I can't find someone, Chapter 51s, and all sorts of stuff, animal bites, everything. If I don't keep it in my primary binder, I need extras. It goes right there. So I have a little state of Wisconsin deposit schedule. This is for 2019, so we'll be getting a new one soon. That's what I have there. I also have a little calendar, or book calendar on there. Don't really use it for much, but it's in there. I could probably get rid of that. Let's see. What is this? Oh, there's a whole bunch of things I need to shred. A whole bunch of evidence collection bags that I have here. And let's see what else I have. Well, another notebook, some extra gum. I need 2 on it. And then this next thing, which is probably one of my favorite things that I have in this little guy, is my Wisconsin TACBOok. I keep it right up here again, so I can grab it easily. This is one of the best things. Right now they only have about 5 states. I believe, as of right now, they have Wisconsin, which is awesome, because that's where I live. They also have California, where it was actually created by an officer in California. They do also have, I believe, Oregon, Texas, New York, Wisconsin, and ooh, there's another one. I can't remember off the top of my head which the other one is, but maybe Nevada. I could be wrong. But I know that they have those. Feel free to check them out, TACBOOK USA. If you use the code PGN20, PGN20, you get 20% off your order. So, but it's got really awesome stuff. It's got contents, penal law, jail crimes, traffic stops. It's really good. A whole thing on drugs. One thing that I really love is a whole Spanish section. I love that one. Instant response, that's kind of from FEMA, death cases. It goes over all this stuff. Case law, hazmat, communication, so your 10 codes. Really good for officers starting out and just for people just to remember. So, how to do CPR, AED, little notes that you can put in. It's amazing. I can go over this for days. There's about, I believe, about 120 pages. Yeah, 120 pages of really good stuff. Again, I know it's California, Texas, Oregon, New York, and Wisconsin. So, either way, check them out. They might be coming up with more in the future, but if you're from Wisconsin or any of those other states I listed, I highly suggest that you get it. And my coupon code is good for any of the TACBooks. So that one's really awesome. I absolutely love it. So, next thing is, let's see, it's just my little digital camera that they give me. It's a little Canon. It's okay. It does its job. It's the one I was given. It also has in here a little charger for an extra battery as well. Got there. This one has my extra sunglasses on here. Let's see. I think I've got like some. I believe they're gas cans. Oakley gas cans. Let's see what else is in here. Actually, I think this one is empty right now. That's usually where I put my actual real sunglasses. These ones are just my secondary. Other than that, again, this is really hiding in the area. This is, I could probably get rid of this. There's just some extra lenses for my stuff. This one is a little extra thing that I used to carry a long time ago during animal control CSO days. And it's just a little leash and collar for dogs that are running around. I got some extra snacks, some sunflower seeds. I got another extra little flashlight. I don't really use it that much. It is really nice. It's by Bush now. It's really cheap, like $20 Walmart brand. Well, not Walmart brand, but it's Walmart where I got it from. It's got white light, red light, and my favorite is just UV light. It's really nice. It's kind of like in this hunting section there. I really like it. I don't really use it for much. This is actually, it's in the little asp case that I got from my Triad, but it fits this guy really, really well. So I have that, and then the last little thing that I have, I think I've got everything, but it's just a monocular. Instead of like binoculars, I don't really like using them. So it was, again, a little cheap, I think $6, $7 at Walmart, and it's come in handy a few times that I've had to use it. But other than that, that's pretty much my bag. It's got all my stuff in it. Oh, I forgot this. It's got little rulers for evidence collection. Again, that's in the evidence, but other than that, I think that's everything. So, a lot of the stuff that I need, I guess I could get rid of a few things, but a lot of the stuff I've used once or twice, and I wouldn't keep it in here if I didn't use it. So, at the end of the day, I really like this bag. I suggest you use it. Take some of the ideas that I gave you. If you don't like some of the ideas, awesome. These ideas work for me. But I suggest you obviously go out, look into what you can, what you want to carry. If you are a security officer and you don't need a lot of these things, don't get them. Save your money. But if you're hoping to be police or something else in that field, DNR, like a warden, conservation warden, something like that, look into what you need, get what you need. This works for me. Take what you want from it. But I hope you really enjoyed it. I hope you kind of like seeing what I had. But if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Other than that, I'll try to get them as best as I can. I'll kind of go over my actual active duty, active shooter kit some other period of time. But as of right now, that's all my stuff. So hope you enjoy. Give me a thumbs up. Subscribe. See more videos. Check out my Instagram. Police Gear Nut. And thanks for watching.